Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pedro Fame. Just wanted to give you guys another update in the car world. So I wanted to talk today about the new Mustang, the GT 500 that announced in the Detroit Auto Show about a week ago from today, January 14th. That was my birthday. It's also the same day that the Detroit Auto Show revealed the GT 500. So I just want to let you guys know that Ford hasn't given us any specific horsepower numbers or torque numbers. A lot of people are guessing it's going to be around 710, 720 to about 600 650 torque. Personally, I think it's going to be around 750 and the torque be around 650 as well. Reason being is because they did say they wanted to be more than the Hellcat. So Hellcat obviously has 707 horsepower. They're obviously going to want to do more than that. But I also think they want to do a little. They want to do it by a wide margin. They don't want to be too close to the Hellcat. The Hellcat really was a great platform, especially for a lot of Mopar people. Brought back the Challenger's mystique. A lot of people were starting to switch out of that and go for Mustangs and Camaros, but they brought it. Their core fans back with a very powerful engine and a 6.4 liter V8 supercharged. So this one also has a supercharger, but it's 5.2 liter cross plank instead of a flat crank. It also has a great exhaust noise. It's the same exhaust from the GT 350R that was we currently have now out. This is gonna be the first time they're ever gonna offer it, both a 350 and a 500. Again, this is 60s. So Ford's really going all out this model years to bring out the best of the best. Another couple of cars that they also are doing together. They also doing an ST version of the Explorer. They're also doing they also did a Shelby truck that they did. The Shelby truck had over 600 horsepower. Was an absolute animal. Another great thing that they did out there, or Ford put out there, was the Raptor, new generation Raptor. It's been great. A lot of people want the V8. I personally want a V8 on there, 7-liter V8, because that was teased to us about 2 years ago. It's been, so we're still on the hopeful side. They're gonna do when it's not likely they're gonna do it for this couple of model years. For the next generation Raptor, they probably will. So let's see what the Mustang GT 500 ranks between its peers. You have the ZL1 Camaro, and you have the Dodge Hellcat. Also the Red Eye. I'm not including the Red Eye. That's just a one-off version of the Hellcat, and honestly, you could just do a tune and get that same horsepower, which is why I don't understand why you would pay extra for Red Eye. Or the Demon, same thing with the Demon, didn't make any sense. So the Hellcat, 707 horsepower, over 500 pound-feet of torque, very heavy car, pretty much only good in a straight line around turn. They can handle it, but it's not really good at it. I probably would not recommend getting that for that. It's not what it's optimally used for. A better selection, if you want to go around corners, you just don't want a drag car, would be the ZL1. Camaro ZL1 is an absolute beast. 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. Same engine that's in the Z06 Corvette, which you already know was was a great engine, just needed more cooling, which is what the Camaro ZL1 fixed with that huge intake manifold, and also the huge grille that was put up front. Looks absolutely menacing, and I'm gonna put all these pictures of these cars on my Instagram for you guys to decide which one you guys want to comment and do it, and also comment and like this video as well, and subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 100 views. Let's get back. And then the GT 500. Now that one is higher horsepower than all of them. 750 is looking like they're going to be the numbers, or 730 to 750 range. That's pretty much where Ford's taking it. Hopefully they could do it 750. That'd be crazy. Starting price is exactly right on par with ZL1s and Hellcats all day, 80 grand. I mean, for 80 grand, why would you choose a Camaro ZL1? Why would you choose the Hellcat when you can get a car that can go around corners, lighter than both of them, and dual clutch, which is the best transmission out there, and it's super extremely loud. Camaro not loud enough. Hellcat can't go around corners, and it's heavy as heck. So the Mustang isn't as heavy. It is 3,900 pounds. It's creeping up to that heavy weight, but it's not as heavy as a Challenger Hellcat. That's closer to 5,000 pounds. The Camaro ZL1 is over 4,000, barely, but not nothing crazy there. Those are probably the two I'd probably pick out of because I'd like to go around corners, go mountain riding. But then if you're gonna go in the drag racing mode, that's dedicated in both cars. They have drag racing modes, not necessarily like an actual dedicated mode in the Camaro, more like you could just turn everything off and do a launch. A Mustang has its own dedicated drag time, whatever. But yeah, 750 horsepower versus 650. Camaro has more weight. They have the same torque, around the same price, optioned all out. The Mustang's going to be more than the Camaro ZL1. There's not too much more you can do really with a Camaro ZL1. Now, if you choose the Camaro ZL1 1LE, it's actually around the same as the Mustang, but doesn't have the horsepower. Does how much G-force is pushed down, though, if you want to go around a track. But that's terrible for a drag because the wing's going to bring so much drag. But if you're going to go for a track, the wing on it will actually bring more downforce. If you do the carbon fiber package on the Mustang, you also get some pretty good downforce, not as much as the ZL1 1LE, just because there's also the side aero bits and stuff like that you have on there. The lighter carbon fiber weave hood that's on there, and the inside is absolutely beautiful, the ZL1 1LE. But that one's only a manual versus a dual clutch. Dual clutch will always beat out manual. Doesn't matter how fast you shift. It's never going to do it. You could touch the paddle, it's instant, or you could try to do a whole shift movement. It's not going to work very well. Yeah, so the GT500 is definitely the more superior car at this point. It's looking like it. That's why I'm very interested in the new Camaro ZL1 that comes out, and wondering if that will be the one that competes with them. Even if it gets into 720 range, you're talking about a really close race there. Hopefully it doesn't get any more heavier, though. I mean, that'd be a bummer. I hope they use the ZR1 motor in the new ZL1. And I hope they have a 1LE version, but without the manual transmission. I think that's just absolutely stupid. Leave the 10-speed auto in there and have an option for a manual, but leave the 10-speed auto in there. That's the perfect transmission for it right now, because GM doesn't want to do dual clutch right now. They're saving that for the C8 mid-engine Corvette that's supposedly going to come out. I'm personally a front-engine Corvette guy, but I have to see what these new C8 looks like before I can make my final decision on that. But the GT500 can beat out any muscle car pretty much in its class, and it's actually really up there with the Corvette ZR1. I mean, those are going to get compared a lot, and they're going to have a lot of people doing tests with both to see which one is better bang for your buck. Is paying an extra 50 grand for a ZR1 worth it compared to GT500? Well, I could tell you straight off the bat, off of weight alone, it would be the ZR1. I mean, we're talking almost, I would say about 300, 400 pounds difference there, and then you can have the big wing if you're going around corners, and it doesn't really slow it down on the drag. I mean, the drag department and the drag racing, I mean, it is still lightning fast off that drag strip, but definitely made more for the track. So is, I think, the GT500. I think if they were to go head to head, I think it would be the ZR winning just because it's lighter weight, but and that huge wing. That wing is ginormous. But if you're talking about off of like aesthetically and the exhaust noise and the interior, it's actually very close. I'm talking about close to dead even on the exhaust in the interior. ZR1 doesn't look particularly different than any other Corvettes in the interior. It actually looks the exact same as the Z06 that you could get for close to like half the price of it. The GT500 didn't really make me feel any more special than I'm in another. It just made me feel like I'm another Mustang, just with a louder exhaust and a better engine. I mean, that's really what I felt like was different in there in the interior. I said the interior wasn't that great for either one of